Okay, so we're talking about slopes today, and most likely we finish and do 3.6, which is slope-intercept form. Yeah. So let's start. Share desktop. So 3.5 slope. Okay, what is slope? Rise over run? Yeah, but what is the definition of slope? Like if I say, when do you hear the word slope? Where? When you ski? When it's something steep? Yeah, you hear the word slope. Yes. So actually slope is a numerical measure, right? So how come yesterday you guys didn't come to take the test? Okay, what about you? You didn't take, Hugo, you didn't take the test yesterday, right? Who else didn't take the test yesterday? Okay, why not? Did you do the first test or not? You did? Oh, okay. So not the second test? Okay, so that's going to be the one drop because I dropped the lowest score, right? So do not miss any other test. Yeah? Good. So anyway, slope is a numerical measure of a steepness. Yes. So slope is a numerical measure of steepness. Okay. Now we also know that rate is actually slope. All right, in a different context. So basically, rate is also slope. Yeah, even though it's not talking about steepness, but in some context, rate is slope. So slope is actually, what is slope? We use the letter M. This is, as Melvin said, it is rise over run, which is vertical change. So change in Y. So Y is vertical divided by change in X. So if you want to be fancy, this is called delta Y over delta X. Delta just means change. So delta means change. This is a Greek word, delta. Greek alphabet, I mean. Yeah, Greek letter. So rise over run, change in Y over change in X. And also change in Y is Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So there are many ways to define slope, or there are many ways to use equation of slope. Now, look at these. The first one looks like this. And then the second one looks like this. Okay? Now, let's just call this picture A and this picture B. Which one of the two ramps is steeper? So just say this is a ramp. I don't know what type of ramp. This is the B one, is a very dangerous ramp, right? Okay. So which one is steeper? The B is steeper, so it has a greater slope. Yeah. So look at this B. This is steeper. So what does it mean? It means the slope is bigger. Slope is larger. So the numerical measure is larger. Okay? So the steeper it is, the larger the slope is. Do any of you ski? No, I don't either. But you know how they ski very steep? I mean, it's not for me. I'm not good at height, right? So I don't ski. But have you seen some of the ski resort, very steep, right? Yeah. No, not me. Don't look at me. I'm not going skiing. Okay. Tubing is okay. Do you know what tubing is? So you use a tube that's the inner. What is a tube? You know, it's like a wheel, but the inner portion, the tube. And then you just slide it. That's okay. But if I have to stand and ski, and no, not me. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's start. So let's do the algebra way. So for example, find the slope. So given the graph. All right. So here, let's see. So this is 1. So let's go by 2 here, or well, let's just go. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4, 2 to 8, 4. So this is 8, 4, and this is 4, 2. This is x, y. And I want to know the slope of this line connecting these 2 points. So I have a line, and I want to find the slope. So find the slope. And then let me give you a different graph, different drawings. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2. So this is 1, 2. And let's just say 6, 6. I also want you to find the slope of the second one. Yeah. I want you to find the slope of these 2 lines. So how are you going to do it? You know what? Maybe let me give more space. Let me copy these to a different page, okay? Okay, and then I will bring the page up back. So here. I need the space here, so I'm going to erase this one. So if you're ready. Did you guys copy this already? Finish? Okay, so now I'm going to find the slope of the first one. Okay. The first line. I'm going to erase the second one, okay, because I need the space. I copied this already. Yeah. Okay. So now slope is, I will use this definition here, rise over run, or I could use y2 minus y1 equals x2 minus x1. So usually for slope, we use either these 2. Now, since we have the graph, let's talk about rise over run. Yeah, so I have these 2 points. So which one do you think will the rise be? So I am going to use slope is rise over run. So which one is my rise? This one? Okay. That is the rise. So rise is up and down, right? So this point to this point, I go up. I go up how many? 2? How do you know it's 2? Well, before it was 2, now it was 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Now run. So the run is this part right here. So this is the run. What is the run? 4. How do you get 4? 8 minus 4. So run is 4. Yeah. Why is it positive? Why not 4 minus 8? Because if I start at A and end at B, where do I go? Do I go right or do I go left? Go right. So that's why the run is positive. Yeah. Now, when I start at this point, do I go up or do I go down? Go up. That's why the rise is positive also. So rise is 2, run is 4. So what is the slope? 1 over 2. Yes. Yeah. So rise over run. So the rise in this case is positive. Why? Because from A to B we're going up. And the run is also positive. Why? From A to B I'm going to the right. Yeah. What about if we go from B to A? So suppose instead of going A to B, I'm going from B to A. Will I have a different slope? No. But let's just see. So this is from A to B. What about if I'm going from B to A? So rise over run. Okay. So this is from A, B. And from B to A, do I go down or go up? Go down. How many? 2. So it is negative 2. Now, do I go left or go right? Go left. Go left how many units? So this is negative 4. So what is negative 2 divided by negative 4? It's also half. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter where the starting point and the ending points are. So either we start at A and at B or start at B and at A, the slope is still the same. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, if you choose any 2 points on the line, it will have the same slope and calculate. So you could choose any 2 points on the line. I could choose A and C. I don't know what C is. Or A and E. And the slope will still be the same. Yes? Okay. Now, I could also use this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So how are we going to use that formula? So you have a lot of ways to calculate the slope here. So I could use rise over run or y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is y2 minus y1 here? So this is my point and this is my point. What is y2 minus y1? 4 minus 2 divided by 8 minus 4. So 2 divided by 4, which is equal to half. Yeah? So we could use either formula. Rise over run or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yes? Okay. Next. Yes. You can. So you could use 2 minus 4. So you could do 2 minus 4 divided by 4 minus 8. Is that what you're asking? Yeah. Same thing. This is negative 2 over negative 4, which is negative. Which is positive half, right? Not negative half. Positive half. So it's the same answer. Yeah, you can. Yeah? So you could use, this is x to y2 or this is x to y2. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The direction doesn't matter. All right. Good. Good question. So next, how about this one? How would you find the slope? You want to use rise over run? Let's do rise over run first and let's do y2 minus y1. Okay? So So when you see some graph, you could do it also, not just algebraically. So what is the rise here? So rise over run. So the rise will be 4. So you're rising 4. So from 2 to 6, that's 4. How about the run? So from 1 through 6, it is 5. Yes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the run. Run is 5, and then you go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why the rise is 4, right? And the run is 5. Make sense? And you could also, or you could use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1. What is y2 minus y1? So 6 minus 2 divided by 6 minus 1. So 4 over 5. So either way, we could do it. Now, is it easy? Yes? So basically 3.5 is this, and then we will talk about the slope or something. Hold on, there's a ramp, there's an application. So chapter 3. Let me see, so this is rates. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Now, we're talking about rate and slope. Okay. So, as we said, rate is equal to slope. So, anyway, okay. They have also the rate. So, let's do application. So, the third one is find the rate at which a blogger, this is career blogger, is paid. So then we have a graph here. Let me see, what is this? So this is number of blogs. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And this is compensation. So this is 300. 600. 900. 1200. 1500. Let me make it a little higher. 1800. Okay. So it is 10 and 600. And 25 and 1800. Is it? 25 and 1500. All right. So looks like this. Oh, it stops here. It cannot be below 0, right? Because you cannot have a negative pay, can you? Okay. So for real life application, we usually talk about quadrant 1. Yeah. All right. So find the rate at which career blogger is paid. So this is in dollars, and this is the number of blogs. So rate of a career blogger. Does anybody blog? Yeah. I'm sorry? No. So if you have 4 quadrants, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Yeah, so quadrant 1 is both positive, x positive and y positive. No, y, 1 is here. Yeah. This is quadrant 1. Yes. Okay, so don't take too long and then tell me what the answer is. What is the rate of a career blogger? Does anybody write a blog? No? Okay. All right. I don't like to write a blog either. Maybe I should write a blog about teaching math, right? Today, Julio didn't show up. Well, nobody will read it, right? I mean. Can you read it? What is the x here? 10, and is it too small? And then the y is 600. What's the other one? 25 and 1500. Yeah. All right. So tell me what the rate is of a career blogger. Yeah, this section is short, so we'll just do some and talk about negative slope, zero slope, undefined slope, and then talking about skiing and the grades. Yeah. So, what is the rate of a career blogger? How do I answer this? Yeah, so rise over run, or y2 minus y1, right? So let's see here. Or I could use this one. This is the, maybe it's easier for you to see if I use this one, right? So what is the rise here? So rise over run. What is it? 900, yeah, so $900, is that right? Okay. And what about the run? What is it? 15, yes. So if the person writes 15 blocks, then he or she got paid $900. So what is 900 divided by 15? $60. Oh, this is 15 blocks, right? So it's $60 per block. Yes. Okay. So that's the rate of a career blogger. $60 per block. Okay. So this is your rise, and this is your run. Should we do another one, or this is good enough? Is this all right? Yeah. It doesn't get harder. Yeah, it doesn't get harder. So basically, it's rise over run. Yeah. Or you could use y2 minus y1. Remember, rate, this is a slope. Or you could use, you could also use or. You could use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in that case, then we have to write down a point here, like Cecilia S. So what is this? 25 blocks, comma, 1500, and then what about here? 10 blocks, comma, 600, right? Then y2 minus y1, this is in dollars. The unit is in dollars. So dollar what? 1500 minus 600. That's the dollar amount. divided by the number of blocks. So how many blocks? 25 minus 10. So same thing, right? So this is $900 on top divided by, this is 10, divided by 15 blocks, which is $60 per block. Yay, nay? So either way, whenever we have to find slope, we can either use rise over run if the graph is available, or if not available, then y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, this formula you have to memorize. Yeah, so I'm never going to give you, I'm not going to write, what is m, rise over run, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. No, those things you have to memorize. Okay. Now, the next one, let's talk about horizontal negative slope. So, is it possible to have negative slope? Well, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that. And zero slope and undefined slope. All right. So let's talk about horizontal and vertical lines. So did I label them as A, B before? Let's see. Oh, so can I label this as A, please? So A, the definition of slope. Yeah. So A, definition of slope. So now B, horizontal and vertical line. Horizontal and vertical line. So, for example, find the slope of the line y is equal to -3. So what type of line is y equals to -3? This is a special line. So do you remember what type of line is this? Horizontal line? Yes. So now remember how we do the table. So x and y must be -3 no matter what x is. Remember? Because it says y is equal to -3. Does it care about x? No, you can put in any x. So 0, 1, 2. Alright, so in this case, let's graph these. Y equals -3. So x, y. So 2, -2, -4, 2, 4, 6. So 0, -3 is here. 1, -3 is here. 2, -3 is here. So yes, it is a horizontal line. Now, what is the slope? What is the slope of these horizontal lines? Is rise over run. Okay. So suppose I choose these 2 points. What is the rise? What is the rise? 0. Does it go up at all or go down at all? No. So that's why the rise is 0. What is the run? Well, the run can be any number. What is 0 divided by any number? 0. No solution. 0 pizza. I'm going to give you pizza. I'm going to divide amongst you, but I don't have pizza. How much each will get? 0. So 0 divided by any number is 0. Well, yeah, I don't bring pizza today, right? Okay. So 0 pizza. 0 divided by any number is 0. So why is it 0? Because the rise is 0. So if it's horizontal, so this is horizontal, means rise is 0. So the slope of a horizontal line is 0. The slope of any horizontal line y equals k is 0. Yeah. The equation of horizontal line is y equals a number. That will give you the equation of the horizontal line. Alright, so now let's talk about vertical line. So second example, so this is number 1. Second example. Find the slope of x is equal to 2, for example. So now, how special is x equals to 2? Is it a special line? Yes. How special is it? Why is it special? This is a vertical line. That's right. So I could tell it's horizontal when it says y equals. And it's vertical if it says x equals a number. Y equals a number or x equals a number. So if you want to graph these, remember, well, how do you do it? Well, what does it say for x? I have to have 2, regardless of whatever y we choose. So I could choose 0, 1, 2, or 0, 2, 4. It doesn't matter. Yes. So let's graph these again. So x, y, 2, 4, 6. And then 2, 4, 6. -2, -4. Okay, so 2, 0 is right here. 2, 2 is right here. 2, 4 is right here. And then this is my line, x equals to 2. So you see this is a vertical. Okay. So what is the slope of this line? So the slope, let's write down the slope. So m is rise over run. Okay. So rise. What is the rise here from this point to this point? 2. What is the run? 0. Does it go right or left? No. So the run is 0. What is 2 divided by 0? Undefined. Yes. So the slope of any vertical line x is equal to k is undefined. All right. Okay. Yes? No? So this is for any vertical line. Why? Because the run is 0. If you have vertical line, then the run is 0. Yeah. The run is 0. All right. Good. Doable? Okay. Now, let's talk about the summary of slopes. Yeah. And then, see, summary. See, summary. So, if I have the line rises like this. Yeah. So this one, let's label this as L. So L. Line rise from left to right. So the slope is positive. Right? So from left to right, it rises, it increases, the slope is positive. If it looks like this, so let's call these, oh, this is L1. Let's call this L2. So what happened with L2? Does it rise or fall? Falls. L2 falls from left to right. Slope is negative. Here this slope is positive. Here slope is negative. So I'm going to write it on the graph also. Slope is negative. Okay? Because it falls from left to right. So whenever we say fall, our point of reference is from left to right. And then what happens if it is horizontal again? So these are our special lines. What happens if we have a horizontal line? What is the slope? Slope is 0, horizontal. Why? Why is it 0? No rise. No rise. So rise is 0. Now what happens if we have a vertical line? What is the slope? Slope is undefined for vertical. Why is it undefined? No run. Run is 0. Okay? Doable? Okay. Good. So now, in application, you have sometimes you drive to Big Bear, right? And then they say that the percent, the road has the percent, the grade. Yeah. So for example, so in real life, sometimes you drive and then it says the grade of the road is 15%. So what does it mean? So this is an application in real life. Sometimes when you go to Big Bear, or, well, Big Bear is not 15%, maybe 20% or more. Yeah. So what does it mean? Yeah, so it means the slope is 15%. So usually grade is expressed as percent. Yeah, even though this is actually a slope. So it means that, okay, so it means that you will go up. So which one is 15 and which one is 100? So this is 15, this is 100. So 15 feet, this is 100 feet. Yeah, so that's what it means. But the grade is usually expressed in percent. So the grade is actually slope. So the grade, this is actually a slope. Slope, but expressed in percent. All right. Good. Then we're done. That's it. Or let's do more examples. Yeah, more examples. Number one, find the slope between 2 points. So I'll just choose any point. -2, 3, and -6, 4. Okay, and then number 2, we will do it on the next page. How do I find the slope between these 2 points? Do I need to graph? No, not really. So what am I supposed to use here? The formula. Which formula? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yes. Yeah, so we don't need to graph. We just need to use the formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is y2 minus y1? 4 minus 3 divided by -6. Yes, minus -2. Yes. So 4 minus 3. 1 divided by -6 plus 2, which is -4. So the slope is -1/4. Right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, number 2. Are you guys ready? So, number 2. This is talking about the grade. Yeah. At one point, so Yellowstone Highway. I don't know where it is. Rises 315 feet over a horizontal distance of 4,500 feet. Now the question is, find the grade of the road. Okay. So how do you do it? What would you do here? The slope is rise over run. What is the rise? 315 feet, right? And then it cancels with the feet. And the run? 4,500. So what is this? 315 divided by 4,500. Let's get a decimal. My calculator. Did I take out my calculator? Oh, where's my calculator? Did I take it out? Okay, I don't have my calculator. That is weird. I never took out my calculator. Maybe it's in my office. What is the answer? Point what? 0.07? Okay, so can you leave your answer like this? No, great, you have to change it to percent. So 0.07 is how many percent? Yes, so the grade is Alright? Now, so far so good? Is it easy? So slope is the same as what? Rate is the same as rate. So it's just rate, you have to write it as percent. Rate, you have to use the unit. So dollar per block. How many dollars per block? So for rate, you have to use the unit. But actually, all of them are referring to slope. Okay? Okay, so I'm done with 3.5. Can I clarify anything before we move on? No? Are we good? Okay. All right. So now, let's do 3.6. So let me save this 3.5, and we will do 3.6. 3.5, how come it doesn't have a... So slopes. So S-L-O-P. Where is my E? E-S. Okay. Oh, okay, slopes. Where is my keyboard again? Oh, never mind. All right, so let's start 3.6. Let me stop these. Okay, so we are done with slopes, and we will start slope-intercept form. So the next one would be 3.6, slope-intercept form. Are you guys ready? All right. So let's share the page again. So this is the beginning of 3.6. Okay. So let's share the desktop. So 3.6, slope-intercept form. All right. So let's talk about the slope-intercept form. So this is another way to graph. Yeah. Now, what formula did we learn before? So I'm just going to list it. So slope is equal to what? N. So two formulas, rise over run, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we will use this repeatedly, and you are expected to memorize it, right? So what do I mean by memorize? So suppose I went to Lily's house and wake Lily up. No, just kidding. And then I asked Lily, what's the formula for the slope? And then when you have to know, even when you sleep. So you have to memorize it like that. Yeah? Okay, where do you live, Lily? Just kidding. Anyway, that's what I mean. You have to memorize it. Yeah? Now let's talk about slope-intercept form. Okay? This is talking about a line. Yeah? So if I have an equation of line, y equals mx plus b, this is called the slope-intercept form. Why is that? Because I know the slope, so I'm going to box this first. Well, I'll box it later. What is the slope here? Which one is the slope? M, which is the coefficient of x. And we also know the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is actually b here, but we always write it in ordered pairs. So it is 0, comma, b. This is the y-intercept. So the x is 0. All right. Okay. So now, I am trying to graph using slope-intercept form. So, for example, graph by finding the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so number one, y is equal to half x minus 2. All right. So what is the slope here? What is the slope? 1 over 2. What is the y-intercept? What is it? 0, comma, negative 2, right? So your slope is the coefficient of x. So if your equation is y equals mx plus b, this is your m. This is your b. Now let's draw these. So how are we graphing those? Okay, so let's do by 2. So each tick mark represents 2. Alright. Or maybe just represent 1 so you could see it clearly, right? Sorry. Okay. So we always start with the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? 0, comma, negative 2. Where is 0, comma, negative 2? Which point is it? This one? Down on the y-axis? Yes. So 0, comma, negative 2. This is 0, comma, negative 2. Okay. Now, the slope is half, so rise. So this is your rise, and this is your run. So rise 1. What does it mean to have a rise 1? Go up 1. So I go up 1 here, and then run is 2. So we go to the right 2. So this one is 2, comma, negative 1. So yes, this is the line y equals to half x minus 2. So go up 1. So from my y-intercept, I go up 1 and then go to the right 2. And then I just draw the line and label the line. So before somebody asks me, what do you mean label the line? This is you label the line. Label the points. What do you mean label the points? Meaning you write down the ordered pair here. Easy? Okay. So now, number 2. Yes? So number 2. What about if I ask you to graph 2x minus, actually plus 4y is equal to 12. So here, I have to solve for y, right? How do I solve for y? Yes. So leave y by itself. How? Subtract 2x. And I'm going to write my 2x in the front. So 4y is equal to negative 2x plus 12. So I could write 12 minus 2x, but since I want it to be y equals mx plus b, I'm going to write the x first. I could write 12 minus 2x. It's the same thing, right? And then what? Divide by 4, yes. So divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. So what do I have here? Y is equal to negative 1 over 2x plus 3. Okay, so tell me the slope. What is the slope? Negative 1 over 2. What is the y-intercept? 0,3. Good. Can we graph this? Yes, of course. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So let's start at 0,3. Okay. Now what do we do? Yes, the slope. So we use the slope. What do I do with my slope? From 0,3, what do I do? The slope is negative half. What do you think we will do? What is it? Go down 1, and then 2 to the right. Yes, so go down 1, you're right, and then 2 to the right. Yeah. So I usually don't like to draw this one. Yeah. The steps. So then I have to label my points here. What is the label of my point? Label this point. 2, 2. Yes. Then we can draw the line through these 2 points. So notice that when we draw the line, what happens? It has arrow on the end. Yeah. And you just don't stop at this point. So what I mean was we do not stop, like for example here. Right? We don't stop there. Or even we don't stop here. We have to go all the way. Okay? So don't stop your line before you reach the box, the end of the box. And then label the line. Y is equal to negative half x plus 3. Alright. Now your turn to do it. Let me give you, oh, look at this. The slope is positive or negative? Negative. So you see that the line falls, right? Since the slope is negative, we expect the line to fall from left to right. Okay? Now try this one. You guys try. 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 6. So I'd like you to find the slope and intercept, y-intercept, and then sketch. Then we will talk about parallel lines and perpendicular. Well, I think by that time is up. So let me call the attendance. So Daisy is here. James, Jennifer, Andrea is here, Zach is here. Okay. All right. Celine is absent, right? Sylvester? Absent. Henry is absent also. Jasmine, were you absent yesterday? Okay. Estefani is absent. Hema is absent. Clarissa, absent also. Myra is absent. Okay. All right. So everybody else is here. So let me call who is absent. Celine, Sylvester, Henry, Estefani Mejia, Hema, Clarissa, Jamie, Myra. The other ones are here. Okay, so let's finish this up. How do we solve for y here? Yeah, subtract 2x. So I will have negative 2x minus 6. Then divide by 3. What will we have here? Y is negative 2 over 3x minus 2. Good. Now, what is the slope? Negative 2 over 3. And what is the y-intercept? 0, comma, negative 2. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, this is 0, comma, negative 2, so it's a little low. X, y. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's supposed to be vertical also, right? Not curvy like that. Okay. Anyway, this is negative 2, 0, comma, negative 2, 2, 4. Okay. What do you do here? So we start at 0, comma, negative 2. Then what? Almost done. What is it? Go down 2, go to the right 3. So what is this coordinate here? 3, comma, negative 4. So you always have to label. Yeah. All right. Now, can we draw like this? The line? What's wrong with it? It has to continue. It cannot stop here. Okay? So then we label the line. 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Or you could label it y equals to negative 2/3 x minus 2. Whichever one you like. Yeah, the original, like this one, I could label it as 2x plus 4y is equal to 12 also. Okay, so either one. The label is either one. All right? Okay, is it easy? Okay, so do you need another example or no? Go home? Go home 4 minutes early? Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss parallel lines, perpendicular lines, and point slope form. So tomorrow we finish 3.7. Yeah? Okay. Aren't you excited? Almost finished chapter 3. And then we will do chapter 8. Yeah? Okay, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you. So let me save this. All right. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is 3.5, 3.5 and 3. Are we done with 3.6? No, only 3.5. Yeah. 3.4, 3.5, right? Okay. Or tomorrow is fine too. Yeah, just bring it to class tomorrow. Okay. All right. So we are not done with slope-intercept form. We will continue tomorrow. Okay? All right.